trying to have cute hair on a homestead, there's no such thing. Anyways, this next video that you're going to look at, it's kind of boring. You're looking at steps. Apparently, the first video that I didn't record, but I do remember this instance. Every time I walk up these stairs, I remember falling and slipping. And I came really close to hitting my head on that top step. When people are building things, especially when they're from a dry climate and they come and they move up to the Pacific Northwest, they don't realize that wood is slippery. I mean, down where I came from, we would build wood decks and we would never even take a second moment or thought about about putting asphalt strips on them to keep you from slipping. And that was me. I never even thought that, oh, wood is going to get slippery. So we had these stairs were actually free, by the way. When we moved into this place, we ended up literally, that's a whole story in itself, but we ended up not having time and funds for actual real stairs. In fact, I finally got real stairs for the front cottage about 2 years ago. No, a year and a half ago. But these stairs that you see are still the actual stairs that the guy that was doing the skirting on the manufactured home brought over because he had extras and he wanted to get rid of them. And they're literally still working. They're not like perfect by any means. They are at the last end of their life. But in the next year or two, I'll rebuild them and move them over and finish that deck. But when I was coming down the steps, I slipped, like really slipped. I caught the rail, held on, and just kind of slid down them and was able to not hit my head. But had I been one, I could have, let's just say, I could have. And it would have been really sad because while we do have some really great emergency help here, when you fall and hit your head, you don't actually scream. You make kind of like a little bump, bump, bump noise and you're done. So when I'm talking about I could have been passed out on these stairs or I could have hit my head and passed out and there'd be no good help, I'm really serious. When you're far away or you live out in the country, you need to think about that kind of stuff. So watch the video, see how I fixed the solution. And it kind of helps you realize that not everything that most people in the city would throw away is garbage to us out here in the country. Okay, we're back. It took probably about, I'd say 5 minutes. 5 minutes of a fix. It's just the strips, like I said, from the roof that when we were roofing the barn and the studio, I saved everything. And I actually usually turn around and use them to roof the piece together roof for like the trash container or any, the chicken coop, anything that isn't like going to house really big high-ticket items, although I would consider my chickens high-ticket items. I save the roofing material for that and steps. You just don't skid on them. You'll step on them and it grips you. You don't slide off of it. So I grabbed a handful of nails when I was up in the shop, and it's just roofing nails, 1.25 inch or 3/4 of an inch roofing nails. So I do have a couple little pieces. I need about 20 more nails, but I just hammered them down. I put 2 strips of the asphalt shingles, and literally, so now we can walk up them. We won't slide. And to talk about safety for a bit, it's one thing for you to know that that the steps are slippery and grab onto the handrail, but it's another thing that if you have a family member, a loved one, grandparent or somebody like that to come and want to see the studio, and I was always, you know, kind of scared, oh, don't slip, but it was summer, so now it's rainy. It's been raining for about 5 straight days, and these things are just soaking up the rain and the water, and they're spongy and slippery. So they're still good steps. They still have some life in them until I get ready to build the permanent steps. So we make do. Never put safety aside. Because like I said, when you are so far away from help, good help, you don't want to, you know, push safety aside and say, oh, I'll just do this. You know, there's a lot of things that I do push safety aside, but it's things that if I get hurt, it's going to be a scrape or a small little blister or something. But for something like this, if I was to fall the way I was sliding, I would have fallen down and I would have hit my head on the top of the stairs. So, and who knows, you know, worst case scenario, let's look at it on a prepping standpoint, a survivalist standpoint. Worst case scenario, if I would have hit my head on the back of the stairs, I could have had a concussion and not know about it. I could be unconscious, and nobody would find me for hours or, you know, till, you know, my husband came home. So safety first. Safety first. I am more important than the project getting done faster. So taking 10 minutes out of my day, I was going up to the shop anyways to grab the primer, taking 10 minutes out of my day to throw some cut up shingles over my shoulder and a handful of nails. It took no time. So always remember safety first. You guys have a great day out there and go build something. I am going into the studio, even though it's not heated. It is much warmer than it is out here in the wind. Talk to you guys soon. You know, those furring strips, those asphalt strips are still on those stairs, and those nails are still there too, and they have not moved at all. And I would just like it to be known that we have not slipped since we've done that. Anyways, like, subscribe, smash that notification bell 2020 style, smash it like you mean it, and you'll be notified of any videos when they drop. We are currently dropping our home build. We're building a Highline home. The home builds are dropping on Wednesday, and we are doing a back look at the first 9 years of the property of the videos that I had put up on a prior channel that we had on Saturdays. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section below, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye-bye.